Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today we're talking about some current favorites, and this is a nice mashup of the last several months of products that I've been loving. I haven't filled a favorites in a while, so I have built up a nice little collection here, some good products that have made its way into an everyday rotation and some unique ones that were perfect for this time of year. And let's just get into it. So if you want to see my favorites, then keep on watching. Oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. Let's actually start with the unique items and not ones that are in an everyday rotation, because I filmed a couple Halloween tutorials. There are a lot of makeup that have been released around this time of year. So you'll get liquid lipsticks in black, you know, that kind of thing. So they'll have like specialty Halloween makeup. And Wet n Wild is always a company that does such a good job with coming out with Halloween makeup that's not the cheap Halloween makeup that you would get in like the pre-made costume section of your local like Target, that kind of thing. Wet n Wild came out with these paint palettes this year. I don't remember how much they cost. I'll link that below or put it somewhere on the screen for you, but they were so affordable. I think it was like $6 or something ridiculous, but they had a few. They had, I think it was 3. I picked up 2 out of the 3. Didn't have huge expectations, but these exceeded my expectations. I thought that they were going to be really waxy and not very pigmented, but they are. If you can still find these, and maybe, you know, you're doing your kids' makeup or your own makeup for a Halloween party coming up soon, you know, this weekend or whatever, pick these up because you'll love them. Oh my gosh. So the first palette here is the Brights one, and this one contains more of those primary colors. I thought this was going to be more commonly used for lots of Halloween tutorials or whatever you are using this for, but you got your classic red, blue, green, that kind of thing. I'll swatch some for you so you can see. I mean, they're not waxy, they're creamy. They will crease, so I tend to set things with powder, but I mean, even if you're just doing your kids' makeup, this is perfect. They don't completely sheer out. I was blown away by these for a Halloween kind of makeup product. The blue is a little patchy, but the red is awesome. And the other palette I got, I think I can use this year round or for regular makeup tutorials, not even just for Halloween. It's the Metallics one. Oh my god, look at these beautiful metallic colors. I mean, look at this coppery shade. I could totally use that. I loved this turquoise one. They don't swatch as well. They're not as opaque as the other ones, but let me just get a brush and see if I can show you what I mean. So let me go into this turquoise one. Yeah, you got to use a brush for these than fingers. You probably can't see because my lights are just reflecting off of them. Let me go in with this purple one since it's darker, so you might be able to see it a little better. These are kind of just really pretty, you know, you can use these as toppers. Look at that purple one. Let me just do this copper color because it's fall. This one, okay, that was just me swiping once. Let me show you on camera. Oh my god. Let me go into the gold so you can see that one. Let me just clean off my brush here. I'm so impressed. Definitely grab these. I picked mine up at Rite Aid. Let's see. The gold. What? Are you seeing that? This is just like a dinky $6 whatever Wet n Wild's palette. Awesome. If you're gonna pick up any and you don't do Halloween makeup and you have no need for it, just get this one because you could make some awesome tutorials. I'm going to use that copper and gold something soon. So I haven't decided yet how I want to do it, but oh my gosh, I need to. All right, let's go to the next palette, which I have a couple more. This is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and this is in Brights. As you can see, I'm kind of like in a theme. I'm just adding new things to my collection so I can do some fun makeup tutorials coming soon. I just really want to amp things up and do something a little outside of my comfort zone and not so everyday. So those of you who maybe just don't want that natural makeup or just everyday makeup, you can have some fun and some inspiration. So anyways, the quality on this is actually really nice. They blend really well. Some of them aren't as pigmented as others, but it's inexpensive. It's NYX. You can use a coupon at Ulta, and if you're going to get something like this that you know you're not going to use every day, just buy something inexpensive than something higher end, because it isn't maybe an everyday makeup product for you. Okay, now the last palette is something I received in my BoxyCharm, which BoxyCharm is a current favorite right now because they're killing it with the subscription. So we received the Pure Soiree Diaries palette, and I've just been using this a lot. It's very fall, but still neutral. There's some cooler tones, warm tones. You got 8 more matte shades, and then you have these 4 very shimmery topper kind of products that you can use wet for more intensity. You can use dry for something that's a little more subtle. And I just love these tones. I kind of keep it in front of me at all times, and I'll dab into one color, or, you know, just even if I need a transition shade. I like these, this peach shade right here. It's coming off more tan in my viewfinder, like in my monitor, but it is more peachy in person. That's a beautiful palette, very well made. I like the packaging too, rose gold and marble. I love that a lot, and it was part of the BoxyCharm, so I mean, it's pretty much free at this point. I have a brush that I love. It is from It Cosmetics, and this is a brush that they released for the month of October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I picked one up for myself and my sister because we just had her 1-year anniversary of when she was diagnosed with breast cancer, so I wanted to give her a little something, and all the proceeds go to the Look Good, Feel Good program, so, or partial proceeds. I'll link any information below if you are interested. They came out with one last year and it had a different handle. This year it's kind of like a pink glittery one. I wasn't able to get the one last year. I didn't make it in time. They just didn't have it at my local Ulta, so I wanted to make sure to pick them up this year, and it is a heart-shaped brush, and it's such a good quality. I mean, it's It Cosmetics. It's nice and soft. This is what I use to like put on foundation, or, you know, just buff in anything. Sometimes if I just need to put a little concealer on under the eyes, I'll use this one and kind of just stipple it in. Good quality brush, and it's for a good cause, so I love this. It's probably my favorite out of everything. All right, let's move on to my mascara combo team fabulous duo for my lashes. It is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise and the Maybelline Lash Sensational. These two together are perfection for my lashes. It's what I have on. It's what I have had on for the last several months. I had picked this up when it launched and I liked it a lot, and I've been using it. And then I already had a backup of the Maybelline one because this is an all-time favorite of mine. It's so good. This one gives you more fluttery, soft, wispy lashes, and then this one I put on top, and it just adds more darkness and more volume because this is more of a wet formula. The brush is a silicone brush, so it's just a different feel. And the L'Oreal one has more of a thicker formula and this classic like bristle wand. So they give different effects, but together it's what I need for my lashes. I don't have long lashes. I do have a lot of them, but they're small and very delicate, so I need a lot, and oof, they just layer really well. I don't like the Lash Paradise for my bottom lashes though. It does transfer if I'm running around or if I'm at work and I'm always over steam for facials on my clients. It just doesn't do so well under those conditions, but the Maybelline one does, so I usually do this Maybelline one for the bottom lashes. But yes, these two together, perfection. They just need to have like a little baby and make my perfect mascara. Let's go to the 2 blushes that I've been loving. It's actually one of which is from a new brand. I picked up a few things. It's a new brand sold at Walmart. It is the brand Found. It is a more natural line, and I picked up a couple things. This one, I can't get it open, is the blush. It's a baked illuminating blush. And I thought, oh, that's just a pretty shade. This thing is pigmented. It's this nice light pink. I mean, if you don't like sheen on your blush, you probably won't like that. But it's a nice like satin finish. This is so pigmented. It's not coming off that pigmented when I swatch it. It looks like just like a normal, but if you dip your brush into this, it's soft, even though it's baked. Woo! I do have it on today with a combination of the other blush. I kind of mixed both of them. The other one, which is my favorite, if I were going to pick between the two, this would be the one. Milani added, I don't know when they added it, but another shade to their rose powder blushes, and this is Blossomtime Rose. Move over, Milani Luminoso, because you just went to the back burner because this one's even better. When you look at it, it has that like peachy pink kind of tone with like a gold like reflect to it, and it's not just like an overspray. It's actually, this is the blush. Look at just how pretty that looks. But I'm going to use the other hand since I'm running out of space. It's, I think, more flattering on my skin than Luminoso. I think Luminoso can pull a little too peach, and this one, it just has a nice sheen and it doesn't come off too gold. But I think why I like this is it doesn't have as much gold sheen as Luminoso does, but it has just enough, and it leans a little more pink than peach. The rest are highlighters. Okay, let's get rolling on these. It is from Wet n Wild. They also added some new shades to their MegaGlow highlighting powder. I have Precious Petals, and this one is Botanic Dream. They have, I think, like it's like a purple one or something like that. I know that there was a different like fun tone, like a turquoise. That's just not something that I'm going to use. They had this pink one, and it's coming off more icy. I don't know if I can angle it. This is actually, when you look at it, it's like a baby pink with like a purple shift. It's so pretty. Let's see if I can get a swatch on the back of my hand for you to see. Look at that. Ooh, look at it. It's so pretty. So I also, oh, this is so good. Let's talk about the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. Those were released recently to match up with their butter bronzers and butter blushes, that kind of thing. These are a little different though. I got the shade Pearl. The other ones, there's like rose gold one, like a bronzy one, a gold one. They're just not going to work for my skin tone. I picked up Pearl because it's the one that's going to match my skin tone. Let's talk about packaging though. It's so much different than the bronzer and the blush that comes in a really chunky, compact, like most of the traditional Physicians Formula products. But this one is in a pot that actually unscrews off. And I like that. I don't know. I don't always like caps that just go separate from the other part of the packaging, you know, as opposed to a flip, because then you could, I don't know, lose it. I don't know how you lose it, but still, this is so unique. It is, let me clean my hand off here. It is a cream, but it just goes right to powder. I actually have it on right now with another highlighter. I, you know, layered them up. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you need these. The moment it hits your skin, it turns right into a powder. It's like silky, and then it's gone. Like it's set. It's completely set. There it is in the middle. Even on the hand, that's not even doing it justice. It looks way more pigmented on the skin. And this is after wearing for several hours. I've been wearing this all day and I love it. I use my fingers to apply it. It's just easier. I pat it in and just build it up. Oh my gosh. And the smell of it, it smells so good. It's like a tropical vacation. The next one that I'm also wearing on my face right now, layered with the Physicians Formula one, is another Milani product. They released some strobe light highlighters. They're called Instant Glow Powders. And I picked up Afterglow, which is #1. It's the lightest. Look at how beautiful this is. Yes, can we marvel? Maybe I'll put a little bit on right now. Let's add a little bit more because you can never have too much. This is, yes, perfection. It really goes well with Pearl, the Physicians Formula one. It looks so good on the skin. It doesn't really accentuate too much texture. it just looks kind of wet and glistening, and I could just put this all over my body. This is such a perfect shade for my skin tone. This is so pretty. This acts like a high-end highlighter. It's perfect quality. It's like Becca quality kind of highlight. Let's just do a little swatch so you can see on that. Woo, look at that. Inner Quarter Highlight Heaven. And the last highlighter is from Lorac. They don't actually have the name on this, but it's just their highlighters. I don't know what they're called, but I picked up the shade Starlight. I always hear good things about these. I love Lorac. This actually is coming off really white, but it's more of like a cream shade. This is not as light as it's appearing on camera. My lights are just really bright. These just look wet on the skin as well. They don't, you know, emphasize texture, that kind of thing, and I love that. And this one is very soft. Oh. Okay, I'm just going to show you what I did. I went one circle. I don't even hear a lot of people talking about these, which, why? Look at those. It's very similar. It has a little bit more of like a champagne shade than the Milani one. Milani is on the top. Where is my thing? Milani is right here. So that one's just a touch whiter, and this one leans a little warmer, like a little darker. Let's put some more on. Look at what just happened. Bathe myself in these highlighters. I'm on a highlighty kick, and I think it's because my skin's just feeling more dry, and I just want my face to look more dewy and glowy and fresh and young and feeling old and all that horrible stuff. Yeah, that is it for a million products that I've been loving. I hope this video isn't too long for you. Thank you so much for hanging in there if you were here till the end. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And also, if you are new today and you have not subscribed, you know where that button lives. Also, don't forget to hit that little bell. That will notify you when I upload a new video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!